So I'm actually really, really early today because why not? I mean, I don't know. I'm quite lucky because the first shot came out, just at the right time. Oh yeah, this one's it's very sweet, and it's very nice actually, even though I don't usually like this. Yep. Tastes very good. I'm definitely not the best taster out there. I mean, there's people out there who are much better than me. I'm still getting better at that. I'm still working on it. But every day I'm here, it's back in the dojo, there's always something to work on, something to do better, Some days I can taste with clarity. I know what I'm tasting. I'm kind of sure about what it is that I'm tasting. I think that's probably one of the better things that I would say to people. Like, if you're starting off with specialty coffee, don't try and have the right answer. This probably goes over to most things in life. Like, if you try to do the right, have the right answer, I don't know. It might get, in my experience, it gets you far very quickly, but people will expect for you to, know it already when you don't. So you're basically just lying, right? Don't rush it. I'd say don't rush it. An honest answer is probably always going to be better. And I still struggle with that sometimes because, I want to have the right answer all the time. We're going to steam some milk. I was looking at my camera instead of actually my fucking milk. So this milk isn't gonna come out very nicely maybe, but oh well. Now, let's see what comes out of it. Let's see what we got. So this espresso's old, right? It's been around for some time now, but okay, here we go. So first we do the contrast. Okay, it's not the best, but overall. Then we pour. I'm gonna go another one, and then I'm gonna go like this. Maybe I can get a second one. Yeah, all right, I messed it up. But that would have been like a double swan or something. I don't know, this just came out as a...
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's not really something... Yeah, I mean, it works, It's not bad, but it's not what you want. So we also don't want to be too hot, something I've learned is we don't go too hot with the milk, because what's really nice about it is that you don't burn the milk and it's ready to drink. So if it's actually ready to drink, the experience is amazing, because the first sip that you take is straight up a perfect combination between milk and coffee, and you don't have to wait for it to cool down, and you get the full so to speak notes and whatnot. So it's really nice, So here I'm doing just something very simple, just to showcase what? I spilled a little bit on the side. So what we have, oh shit. Oh, you didn't see that, did you? So I didn't do anything too crazy. Whoa, bro, chill. Okay, so what we got here is nothing too, bro, god damn. Contrast seems pretty good. Yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna get back to work now. At this point, I'm just tired. Temperature is quite nice too. I was thinking about maybe in Hero Academy, like doing a module for baristas. So to like give some training to people if they want to. Yeah, it helps you, like you can get a raise, things like that. But we'll see. Cool. I'm not gonna lie, it genuinely feels illegal to film myself during work. Tschüss. Hast du probiert schon oder noch nicht?
Ich liebe heiße Schokolade.
Ah, dann wird's dir gefallen.
Oder Matcha.
Matcha, ja. Ich meine, du hattest schon einen Espresso.
Ja, das stimmt.
So, I can do Los Pirineos. It's an anaerobic from El Salvador. It's very nice pacamara. You've got some nice honey to it. You've got some nice mango to it. And then Los Naranjales from Huehuetango, Guatemala. This one is a washed bourbon and caturra. And yeah, that one tastes like mild. It has that blood orange to it. So it depends. Do you want something more on the sort of orangey, tangerine, malt type side? Or do you want something maybe a bit more on the honey, mango? You want it extra hot. God damn it. I grew up just playing video games and watching movies. That's how I got my English. That's it.
But what about German?
No, that's because my mom's German.
She just talked to you in German?
Yeah, I went to German school.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's the point.
Right. So I just finished my shift, guys. I'm just kidding. No, but I just finished my shift, and now I'm just gonna eat something probably.
No, it's just a very
Don't stab the camera. It's exhausting for me to wear my heart on my sleeve. Thinking about this stuff makes me like, oh God. I wanna run today still, and I'm not looking like I'm gonna be. God damn it. I'm so tired. I'm on my phone now. No, I'm so tired. I just woke up. Oh man. And I was wondering, is it best to act in the way that you follow how you really feel? Or with that, fuck it all up? Which one is the right answer? And it's crazy because it feels like for months now I've tuned out of life for a bit. Like slowly it just faded and more away into just my narrow obsession. Like, the whole sole purpose was to grind and grind and grind. And I feel like I really lost touch of sort of feeling. But it was easier in a way. I don't know, it's weird. How do I... I fear like looking a bit like over-prepared and whatnot. Because in reality what really matters is that I run fucking well, you know? It's not my fucking... How I look. How I look doesn't matter at all. But also no one gives a fuck anyways, you know? No one gives a shit. Who gives a fuck about a guy running around with a nose strip on his fucking face? Or a guy running at all. No one gives a shit. But they should. Oh yeah, I did this thing, by the way. Really cool. I hammered a few bunch of fucking nails to my wall, and now I got my climbing shit there, and it looks really sick. I think this looks really cool. I had to make my room homey because feel more like home, because it hasn't felt like home since I got in here. So maybe like one time, but yeah, it's still just so like pale and it feels like a hotel room. And after a year, you go crazy, trust me. You know, there's a lot in you that's a lot more similar than everybody else than you might think. You know, you're not so different. We're a lot more similar than we think we are, you know, with everybody else. It's like 2 degrees right now, my hair is freezing, but across here, you should not take that away from yourself artificially. I was going to the subway and there were a few people in front of me and they started running because they thought, just like me, that maybe the train is arriving and we want to catch that train, right? And so I followed their intuition. I just like a little ant, you know? That's, you know, I'm the wannabe YouTuber here right now. And for example, in the greater scheme of things, right? You know, I would say the people who really help a lot are people like firefighters, police force, you know, people who put their lives at risk to save others. Everyday working people, you know, that serve you food, that put up with your shitty attitude because you didn't get the coffee you wanted, or they forgot the sauce that you like, or, you know, they're the real backbone of society, you know, the people who clean everywhere you go to. I mean, those are the people we should be thanking, not some fucking guy with a camera. We're part of the world. You're part of the world. Don't forget that. Soll ich kurz zumachen, oder? Ja. Ja. See, that guy is the one we should be thanking. There was no need to please anybody, to micromanage anybody's emotions. And that's something I would want. And it's very interesting because that's someone who I think I used to be. Someone whose emotions you had to try and micromanage, or at least that's what I would have wanted. But oh well. You can't just expect people to read your mind. You know, it's not possible. Das ist wirklich, ey, Schokomandel ist mein Lieblingscake, so, ja. 2 Lemon Kombucha. Ja? Ein V60, klar. You want to get all the coffee grounds wet. You want to get a nice homogeneous little bed. Yeah, this coffee is really nice. Nice geisha from Colombia. Washed. Bioengineered, apparently. I mean, fuck, who knows what that means? I need to find out. I'm not doing my job right. I should know. Anyways, I haven't eaten breakfast, and I can tell. But I'm being a little bitch about it. Hey, you can take a seat, by the way. I can bring it to you.
Yeah, I want to test it.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Is it possible to what? Oh, powder? No. I mean, I can grind them for you, because there's different grind sizes. So depending on what it is or how you brew your coffee, I either go coarser or go finer. For example, this one is very fine. For espresso, it's really, really fine. Actually, I keep changing it, you know, throughout the day. And if you're doing like with a V60 or a French press, it's going to be much coarser than that. So do you know maybe if the person, how they brew their coffee? Or do you know if they do espresso or if they do filter coffee? You're talking about the mocha pot, right? That small like thing that you turn and then you put it on the stove? Yeah, so. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Been trying to do a bunch of bunnies, but they didn't come out very well, as you can see right over there. Don't know where to go, so I lay here instead with my symptoms. Wah. Before my camera dies. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Please make sure to check out Letters to a Hero. You can really support me there, and I'm really privileged to be able to make these videos and have them resonate with people. I'm really, really grateful for all the kind messages that a lot of you send me on Instagram. You can follow me there as well if you want to just see what my everyday life is like, and my very inspired, high on caffeine thoughts on X down as well in the description, of course. Everything's down there. You know the drill. You already know. Y'all already know. Okay. All right. But I just had a thought, and it's like, do you know the last time you told somebody that you admire something specific about them? And I mean really that specifically, like there's, for example, someone recently told me that they really like that I know what I want. And it's so funny because I just, to myself, I'm like, but I'm so indecisive, you know? And that's like two things maybe that, you know, I've grown as a person, but also that it just hit me like, oh, so that's why all the time people say that. They always say, but I'm like the opposite, or I'm this and that. It's like, maybe not. Maybe you're just seeing yourself completely different. Like you're not who you think you are. And so like a lot of the times. And that makes things tricky, right? But it's part of learning about yourself. You can't just do it alone, all alone. At least not everything. I believe there's a very necessary part or parts of solitude that are extremely necessary. There's this great part in 12 Rules for Life which goes like, you don't know who you are. Like you need to observe yourself. You don't know who you are. You're at the same time like the most complicated thing, and also, yeah, I don't know, something like the opposite of it, you know. So yeah, thank you, and have a good one. Bye bye.